everybody. It's a pleasure to connect with you all once again for another interesting session of an interview with an expert in 3D technology. Today's discussion and the interview will be around materials, because we also believe that in 3D, apart from the 3D printers and 3D visualization, a product which has to be also filled and also be printed through materials are very, very key. And for medical, we have an expert who has been able to structure the business for quite some time. We'll also get to learn from him in terms of what the opportunities are. So today I am going to introduce you all to Mr. Sabyasachi Roy, who is the Managing Director with Ceramat Pvt Ltd. And we will get to have a conversation to know and learn the process and the way that these materials can be useful, and the set business that he has been able to formulate. Very good afternoon, Mr. Sabyasachi. It's a pleasure to connect with you. Yes. Sabyasachi, what was the vision behind the company and how it all started?
Yes. So Ceramat is a unique organization in India which was started with the vision of developing the indigenous technologies for import substitution. So if you look at the medical materials import market, nearly more than 90% of the medical materials are getting imported in India, and it's a really a big pain for Indian basically market and also the technology providers. So we realized that it is a pain area for society also, and we need to develop these technologies and commercialize these technologies. So the initial identification of the technology area was done by Tata Steel. In fact, Tata Steel Limited New Material Business Division, and then they floated a project with IISc Bangalore to us for development of the hydroxyapatite as a biomaterials. And the development happened very well, in fact, and it was considered to float it as a basically separate entity. So with incubation and support of Tata Steel, it was been incubated, and then in the last 4-5 years we developed several products which are basically substituting the import materials. We nearly around replaced 30-40% of imported materials, in fact, in India, and it's a good achievement that the product has been developed, 3 units has been made, and all the products has been validated, and these are being supplied in Indian market and overseas also. So, and then it has been transferred to venture capitalist fund for further growth, in fact, and now the organization is growing into multi-materials, type of medical materials, which will be very useful for Indian scenarios, that these materials can be developed and can be tailored, because we are manufacturing all the processes. So that's how the Indian market can get benefited from the Ceramat's medical materials.
How do you see the opportunity in the Indian context? Also, since you've been one of the companies and largest companies in dealing in ceramic materials, and also had hydroxyapatite in terms of the medical age for people to benefit from it. What is the opportunity that you see, and what is the vision and the vision for the next 5 years for the company?
So if you look at the world scenario, the companies which are operating in the medical materials are very few, and the biggest basically drawbacks are that the kind of products where we are operating, like we are manufacturing thermal spray grade hydroxyapatite, so it is dominated by a single company, 1 or 2 single company of European company, but they don't manufacture the material which is used for oral care requirements. Also, there are not a single company which has basically manufacturing capacity and capability and understanding of hydroxyapatite, beta TCP, bioglass, bone cement under one roof. So the vision of Ceramat is to make all the materials under one roof and have the capacity and capability of technologies to develop under one roof, so that we can offer a wide range of materials, wide range of tailoring of materials. And also this kind of company is not at present is not there in the world's map. So that's what our vision is. In fact, in the next 5 years we are going to commercial. We already have commercialized hydroxyapatite, we commercialized beta TCP. Now we are scaling up bioglass, and probably we are entering into bone cement kind of materials, and later on also the 3D printing is we are working on. So the vast profile will basically help to put ceramic in a global map.
Now, how do you leverage your brand and Ceramat in terms of being as competitive, as good in the market? So, if you can slightly...
Yes. So in the competitive, price competitive market, if you look at, then I will say that price probably in biomaterials segment, price is not a so much major criteria, because everything works on the quality, and the kind of manufacturing that a company has to do in Europe, the same kind of manufacturing we have to do it here. The kind of manpower they have to keep, the team, here also we have a similar strong team, similar strong QA, similar raw materials you are using. So the price benefit might not very much important to customer also, because the most important part is quality. And with this situation that India has a very good manpower resource in terms of also the high-end manpower, where people can really contribute to the technology. So that's where I think that we are privileged, that we do have a very good technical team who are developing the products and who are commercializing the technologies, and they can also basically tailor the products. So that is the advantage that we have. We have a good R&D team, we have a good QA team, and we have a good support system to tailoring the requirement as per the medical's requirement.
My name is Dr. Venimado More, and I am looking after the R&D part in the Ceramat. I was here since starting of Ceramat. So I think 3 years is over now. All of our team is basically from the well-known institute from India.
My name is Madhur Kulshrestha, and here in Ceramat I am taking care of the planning and techno-commercial part. So in Ceramat, with the guidance of Roy sir and all senior management, we are making the India self-reliant in the field of bioceramics. And since all the material are taking from the foreign countries, so we are giving some effort to make India self-reliant for the medical and orthopedic application.
My name is Dr. Komal Krishna Hadagli. Basically, I did Masters in Materials Engineering and PhD in Bioceramics, especially hydroxyapatite, where this company is producing hydroxyapatite. I was so excited to convert lab scale synthesis route to big industry scales. So as our CEO mentioned, when technology transferred from Indian Institute of Science, that time also I was there. Then later I visited Clemson University for my postdoc. Again, I'm happy to come back to work with this exciting team to develop more hydroxyapatite related product and other bone related products.
Hi, I'm Sneha from Ceramat team, and as our team is constantly developing a new and innovative product to support future technologies. And as a leading ceramic and bioceramic company, we are continuously providing high quality product and innovative product to the healthcare and industries where the precision and safety are essentials.
This is Chetna from the Ceramat Pvt Ltd, Vasai. I'm looking after basically for the HR and admin activities and IT department.
Sridevi Rashmi Mankoji. I'm working in Ceramat Pvt Ltd as a junior analyst. Here I check the raw materials, whatever we use in hydroxyapatite, and then I do the XRD analysis for the different cases like HAP, beta TCP and live. And then I also do the particle size analysis of the different particle sizes present in HAP that we produce in Ceramat.
What is the role of research institutes in the country? I'm sure there are many research institutes in the country, and you've also been a grad from IIT Kharagpur.
Yes.
Now, what is the role of these research institutes in the country, and how do you take the leverage out of these research institutes in the country?
So research institutes in country has a three major roles. The first major role is that they make us. So we all, our teammates are out of either IIT or ISCs, in fact, and they form a mindset in the students that how to do the excellence. Means all IITs we have learned that you have to have a passion, and in the ambience treats you to be a different from others. That's what IIT does, in fact, and they create the real manpower who can really be tough and who can really contribute on the field. And our team in that sense has been a product of all these research institutes. The second area where research institute can contribute is the technology development, where probably this research institute can do more contribution, because the kind of technology that has been developed, many of the technologies has not been scaled up. But like we have taken the technology from IISc Bangalore, then we are working with basically ICT, we are working with IIT BHU, we are also trying to do collaboration with Sri Chitra, we are trying to do with dental colleges. So they play a big role in basically development of these things, because the characterization happens there, the analysis happens along with their understanding. So academic basically viewpoint is very necessary to develop a new product and new technology. So that's where they are playing a very critical role. And the third area where they are supporting is by incubation, because now in India that is happening. The organization institutes are incubating, and they are giving a good platform which the startups can really avail and do some better things, in fact, in the market.
Yeah, so that's my next question. What do you think about this prospect of this technology, and what would be your suggestion to the young entrepreneurs who probably would want to come into the same space, not try to create a competition, but it also means democratization of this technology will also help in the longer run for the country as a whole?
So ultimately in IIT Kharagpur, basically on the gate it was written for the contribution to the nation. In fact, always whenever we enter, we would see that line, in fact. Yeah. And we all are contributing, whether a person is working in an organization or whether a person is making an entrepreneur's basically organization. So everybody has their defined role. Means somebody is developing product, somebody is creating job, somebody is basically holding. So one part is no doubt, as we know, that the personalities are four types. One, you require alpha personalities who will lead an organization. Then you require a beta type who will hold the organization. The beta type is also very important, like the alpha type. There is a delta type who will always question and create a stirrer in the organization. That they are also most important part of the organization, so that the organization grows. So that way I will say that everybody has a role to play. For the entrepreneurs, if you say, I will say that means from my personal basically experience and the experiences that I understand, that it's no doubt it's a playing with fire. It's a very tough game. You will have sleepless nights, you will have problems in cash flow, you will have very difficulties, in fact, but that also has a satisfaction. Addiction has satisfaction. So you create something. So if your personality matches in creating a organization where you are ready to take that pain, then it's enjoyable. And please come knowing all these things and enjoy the journey. So that's what my say will be. And presently for young students, I will say that start early. Don't wait. If responsibilities come, things will get delayed. So the early you can start, the best it will be.
Correct. And one good message to our readers and also our viewers of 3D Graphy News, what would be that, Mr. Sabyasachi?
Yes, 3D printing is next basically technology. I worked in ceramics, I will tell you. In ceramics, I worked on various basically shaping technology. Ceramics are basically processed like a powder which is shaped and then sintered in a particular form. So the normal technologies like slip casting, gel casting, powder compaction, injection molding, they are very good when it's a quantity production and easy to make, easy to shape. If it's a very critical shape and you require less quantity, you cannot make dies, you cannot do machining, then 3D printing is a marvel. And the kind of technology development is happening in near future, the kind of critical and customized component requirements are coming. Without 3D printing, organization might not be able to give many solutions. So the earlier we start, that is better, because we already have missed many technology buses which we didn't basically rope in. But I think that this technology in Indian perspective we should adopt fast so that we can offer the products offering worldwide.
Correct. Thank you so much, Mr. Sabyasachi, for your time and also a detailed version of where the technology and how the technology has grown in the country, and your efforts in setting the stage for materials which are going to be very, very conducive for the medical practitioners to benefit from the tech. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.